Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something many of us experience but might not fully understand. Why we cry when we're angry. It seems counterintuitive, right? Anger feels hot, powerful, and ready to fight, while tears often feel like a sign of vulnerability or sadness. But there's a fascinating connection, and it's something Leela, a friend of mine, recently helped me see in a new light. Leela shared a story about a time she was incredibly frustrated at work. A project she'd poured her heart into was being dismissed, and she felt completely unheard. Her initial reaction was a surge of pure anger. Her fists clenched, her jaw tightened, and she felt that familiar heat rise in her chest. But then, something unexpected happened. Her eyes started to well up. She felt a sting, and before she knew it, tears were streaming down her face. She told me, "I was so confused. I wasn't sad, I was furious. Why was I crying?" This is a question many of us have asked ourselves. It turns out, our bodies are incredibly complex, and sometimes they use the same pathways for intense emotions, even seemingly opposite ones. When we experience intense anger, our sympathetic nervous system kicks into high gear. This is our fight or flight response. It floods our body with adrenaline, increasing our heart rate and blood pressure. But alongside this surge of energy, our parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for calming us down, also gets activated. This can lead to a release of pent-up emotional and physical tension. Crying, in this context, can be a physical release valve for that overwhelming pressure. Think of it like a dam holding back a huge amount of water. The anger is the force pushing against the dam, and the tears are the overflow when the pressure becomes too much to contain. It's not necessarily sadness. It's your body's way of trying to regulate itself, to bring you back to a state of equilibrium. Leela realized that her tears weren't a sign of weakness, but a signal. They were telling her just how deeply she cared about her work, and how much the situation was affecting her. Instead of suppressing them or feeling ashamed, she took a moment, breathed, and acknowledged the intensity of her feelings. This allowed her to approach the situation with a clearer head, not by suppressing her anger, but by understanding its root and its physical manifestation. So, the next time you find yourself crying when you're angry, remember Leela's story. It's not a contradiction. It's your body's sophisticated way of processing intense emotions. It's a signal that something is deeply important to you, and it's an opportunity to understand yourself a little better. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this gives you a new perspective on those moments. If you found this helpful, please consider following for more insights into navigating our emotional lives.